Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brief Exodus video, and today we've got for you, finally, Flooring Aether Reign's review, as well as the new Fina as well. So, let's look at him. We all know now that his leader skill is 500% for FFBE, 500% attack and magic, and 200% defense spirit for FFBE and fire units. So that encompasses a lot of characters as fire and FFBE. That's a huge amount. At EX2, he feels morale by 1,000 every turn. That's in part of his passive. Just gets it every turn 1,000. And 581 times max mod in Clash of Wills, but you probably won't reach that because the passive mod boost is only for 5 turns, so then it'll go down to 481, which is still pretty good with that in that regard. So we'll be talking about the 5-turn passive very soon, but you cannot use Deus STMR because the mod passive that gives him that 100 times mod boost is the exact same passive ID as the Deus STMR passive, so that will not work. And he gets a 40% sword in peril, very nice. He also is the first unit, and there's only going to be a few units that are going to be having the 8 times cap going forward as of now. 100% 8 times cap is the newest thing, so he's definitely a true dual wield unit. You can only get this if you true dual wield. So, some other examples of true dual wield units that also have 8 times capped in the future is Ace, Tifa, and also Jaden from War of the Visions. So those are just a few examples of, there's not very many. So this guy is definitely very special in that regard. He is definitely the groundbreaker in terms of DPS. So yeah, so his TMR is not very good, but his STMR is definitely very valuable. So at EX2, hopefully you'll be able to get that STMR. Not hopefully, you will hopefully getting that equipped on him, right? And so let's move on to the weaknesses now. He does need EX2 to be fully functional. His STMR, 150% fire amp, and the new Clash Wolves buffs. He's a premium unit, so you're not going to get his shards for a long time because the banner's 3 weeks. Only a few turns in his ratio form. He does not infinite turns. And the 5-turn passive does kind of clash with Clash of Wills. So it really should have been 10 turns, so that it would have been fully functional in Clash of Wills because you want to end by turn 10 anyways. So it would have worked completely. It definitely should have been 10 turns instead of 5. The only really good thing is that his LBs are not morale functioning. His morale is tied to the passive of EX2, so both of his LBs are not morale based, so that's very good for outside of Clash of Wills. At least he'll definitely be very, very powerful in Dark Visions and things like that. But in terms of Clash of Wills, I think they should have been 10 turns. Maybe they should have made an addendum to the passive where it's only 10 turns in Clash of Wills only, and then it's 5 turns out of Clash of Wills. I guess they could have done it like that, but you know, I'm not the unit maker, so it is what it is, guys. Move on to his score, 8.5 out of 10. And as you guys know, if you've been watching our reviews, there's been a lot of units that are getting this kind of a score lately. They've been a lot lower than this, so you can already tell that this is going to be a much more valuable unit than the ones that I've been reviewing in the past few weeks. Even I don't think there's not been very many units besides Lightning on the JP version that's been getting a score this high. So he's not getting a 9 because he lacks the turn count on his Brave Shift. He's a Trance Shift unit, sadly. I don't like those too much, but it is what it is, you know. You gotta balance out the DPS somehow. And needing EX2 on a premium unit is pretty tough as well, so that's why I'm putting that in my score as well. So anyways, we're talking about his vision card at the very end, but let's talk about Fina now. Alright, here's the new Fina, Dark Lineage Fina. Her STMR is just good for herself, of course, not really good for anyone else. And her TMR is also pretty decent. But not amazing, just decent because it's Demon. You know her tags only have healer and support. She's also a very good side DPS as well because she has a mod buff for LB SLB. So she has many, for one eye, she has many 250% killers and also 160% killers for all allies. I've used that quite a bit on JP now. She also has a unique cooldown that gives herself 30% all amps and also 130 times mod buff for LB SLB. So it's pretty good. She has imbues, she has support kit, she has healer kit. A lot of things that you would want in a trial setting. So if you pull for Rain, you're gonna get her eventually if you do that step up, and she's very good for the Fire Purgatory because one of her abilities actually counters one of the boss things that they do, like so stuff like that. So they did that intentionally. But with that being said, let's go ahead and look at some of her weaknesses here, which only one. It's not really a nit. It's like half of a nitpick, really. It's like half nitpick, half not nitpick, because honestly, at this point, the EX2 100% amp for one ally should be all allies at this point, because we have Melissa, we have Sylvie that does, and also Ayaka that does AoE 100% amps after a few turns. So it should this 100% amp for one ally is not very good anymore. Now they did a little bit of a bait on JP recently, where they changed it where you can choose who gets the amp per turn up to 100%. But that's still not very useful. That's not that useful. It should be 100% amp for everybody at this point, because there are so many characters that have 100% or 150% amp already anyways. So it really should be 100% for everybody. But it is what it is. It's going to reveal her score. It may surprise you. I'm going to give her 8 out of 10. She has a lot of killers that people want. She has fire imbues. She has a very nice support kit. She has healing. She can also be a side DPS that can be imbued. Even though she's spirit based, she still can get, like, I think 10,000 spirit based on how much gear you can give her. So I think she's very valuable in that regard. So I think she's still pretty good. I don't think it's worth chasing for if you did not. If you are not pulling for Rain at all, she's not worth chasing for. But if you are pulling for Rain, then maybe going for that step up is pretty nice. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about Rain. What do you guys think about Fina? Oh, I forgot about the vision card. Whoops. Sorry about that. I baited you a little bit there. Hopefully you didn't click off the video just yet. So this vision card, of course, is as good as Deus vision card. It's another whale bait vision card, basically, that most won't see because you're going to be having them in the shard dungeon probably at EX2 if you at least try harded. But you're not going to be seeing this card for a very long time, but it is very good because it's locked to only fire. So if you're fire of any kind, you're fire, you have a fire tag, you can equip this. And it's much better than being locked to FFBE only. That only allows a few characters, but I think fire is just more widespread of being able to use than FFBE, but that's just me. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. I want to hear all of your comments in the comment section down below, and I'll be pulling probably Friday or Saturday, because I got a lot of videos coming out. So we'll see how that schedule comes out. But hope to see you in the very next video. Peace.